What's going on? This is Magic Mitch, the food adventurer, and in this video, I'm taking on a Speedy Burger challenge in a spectacular setting. And if you've been following along on this trip, it is day 31, challenge number 20 of this tour across the UK and Europe. And for this challenge, I'm at the Roadhouse in London, England, taking on their Stack Attack Burger Challenge. Now for this challenge, you have a burger which is stacked with 6 6-ounce burger patties. It also has some bacon, mushrooms, 12 slices of American cheese, all of which is on a toasted bun, and along with that comes some onion rings and fully loaded fries. Now the thing with this challenge is you only have 15 minutes to complete it, but if you're able to do so, you get the 30 British pound meal for free. You also get a free shirt and your picture up on their wall of fame. And also in this particular food adventure, I would be joined by fellow food fighters Andre and Eric, both of which have food fighting experience, though I'm not sure exactly to what extent. But one thing I did want to mention also is, first off, how awesome is this setup? I mean, being on stage with all the lights, you definitely feel like a rock star. And then you've got the crowd, including a certain someone who goes by the name Danny, and I won't go into details, but I'll just say he's a big fan, and he's one of the more ridiculous individuals I've come across during my journeys. And I mean that in the best way possible. He's a very funny guy and just absolutely ridiculous. Now, when it comes to this burger challenge, I think the strategy is pretty straightforward. You just get after it, plain and simple. I mean, you only have 15 minutes. And you know what? Andre was actually taking this strategy to heart because he was just absolutely shredding through this thing. And it kind of took me by surprise. And when it comes to my thoughts on this food challenge in terms of the setup, I'm giving it a thumbs up. While it is 15 minutes and that's not a lot of time, it's definitely an appropriate amount of time for a challenge of this size. Also, it's got the gold standard, which you know I love to see, which is the free meal, the free shirt, and your picture up on their wall of fame for completing the challenge. Also, the inclusion in the onion rings is always a plus, and the fries in this one, well, they're not just some plain Jane, cookie cutter, overcooked, cut up your mouth kind of fries. These loaded fries come with all kinds of goodness and they tasted great, which is also why this guy is giving it a thumbs up in terms of the taste. Just a great burger and all, but it definitely was heavier on the savory side of things in terms of the flavor profile. And also, bonus points to the Roadhouse for the exceptional hospitality and for hosting such a fun event. And look at Andre with a solid food fighting performance, slaying this thing in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Well done, sir. Though I do have to say, I probably myself could finish this a little faster. It just so happened that there were a lot of variables in this one, because the burgers didn't come out at the same time and mine was way too hot, which threw me off my game, and the bacon was a little bit hard to chew through. I didn't have my big utensils, so I couldn't take bigger bites, and Danny was kind of distracting me with some of his shenanigans, and if you know me well enough, you know I'm just being ridiculous and just spewing out a bunch of nonsense at this point. But in all seriousness, congrats to Andre on the stellar performance, and unfortunately for Eric, he wasn't able to complete the challenge. But I do want to say thanks to both of them for embarking on this food adventure with me, because the experience is always more enjoyable when you can share it with others, and that was certainly appreciated. And something else I would appreciate is that if you're enjoying your time watching this video, then be sure to leave a little magic of your own by liking the video and leaving a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos where I battle food monstrosities just like this one, then be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to it so you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next food adventure.